Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be reviewing The Batman. I just saw this out tonight, and of course this is the new DC superhero film of the new version of Batman starring Robert Pattinson. Unless you're been living under a rock, you even know this is coming out. Also starring Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman slash Selena Kyle. This one, let me get down to it. I love this movie. This is great. It was definitely a little different take on the Batman. It's definitely dark noir kind of thrill. This is the detective Batman I think that people have always wanted to see. This is like a dark, gritty one. I mean, they kind of did this a little bit with the Dark Knight, but but it's very different than the Dark Knight series. Like I said, it's not as pulpy as Dark Knight was, where Dark Knight focused on the action and stuff. And while there's a lot of action in this movie, you see Batman as a detective. I mean, this is like a murder mystery throughout, and of course, that's the person he's hunting down. The whole movie is Riddler, and that's played by Paul Dano. And I was gonna say he definitely make his version of Riddler is more like a serial killer, kind of something right out of the movie Seven. I mean, it was really thrilling to kind of see the riddles he would leave for Batman, and Batman trying to figure out where he's going next. And of course, he wasn't the only villain in this movie. There's also Penguin, impeccably played by Colin Farrell. I mean, like I said, if you didn't know going into this movie that was Colin Farrell, you wouldn't recognize him. I mean, he was under the makeup and through his performance, he definitely hit himself there. And and then also too, he had good performances by Jeffrey Wright, who's Commissioner Gordon, and you can see that since this is like just the second year of Batman's tenure, you see that. So in the crime scenes, you see Batman just come in among the police, and of course the other cops are like, "Hey, what is this guy doing here? He's not supposed to be here." And they've been, but of course since he's so in with Commissioner Gordon, then, well, as Detective Gordon, he's not a commissioner yet. Batman gets to be in the crime scenes, studying all the murder scenes, trying to locate him as locate Riddler as they go on. So I just found it very thrilling. Also, too, we gotta say Andy Serkis is Alfred. You could tell that he'd been behind next to Bruce's side the entire time. You can tell they had that bond together. So I really loved his performance there. He could have been in the movie a little longer, but it is what it is. And of course, and this is going back to Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman. She's a great film. You feel the chemistry between her and Robert Pattinson's Batman. You see the tenures there. Like she's also kind of criminal, but she's not quite. She's on the right side. She does just enough to keep Batman intrigued, to see like, hey, I can kind of lead her in the right direction. And as the plot goes along, they definitely become a team. And to achieve the common goals, to go either after try to go after Riddler, try to go after Penguin, and also Carmine Falcone, the mobster, also plays a role in this movie. So all around, I just love the performances of this movie. Now it does, like as everybody's saying, it is a little long. It's almost 3 hours, but to me, I didn't really feel that because I was just thrilled by the story. I was really pulled in, and I was every development of this movie. I was like, oh, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? And like I said, the performance is so good, and the score was really excellent in this movie. So that in itself helps you keep attached to the story, and it helps you go by. It doesn't. I didn't feel like. I mean, depending in my point of view, if other people thought that, oh yeah, this movie's a little bit long, and I mean, it could be, but to me, I was so thrilled by the story. I was so taken, and like I said, this is a brutal movie. Yes, Robert Pattinson's Batman is very brutal. He's beats down guys. It's not rated R gory violence, not like blood and everything, but there are times where he's definitely taking down bad guys hard. So, and you can tell he's definitely a kind of broken Batman. You can tell that from the years of losing his parents. You can tell that, and he's just kind of isolated. Even though he has Alfred, he still isolates himself from the world, and he's just all invested into being Batman and not so much being Bruce Wayne. So, and you see that that was kind of a new way of depicting Batman, as how shattered of a person he was. this whole time. So I really enjoyed that part of Robert Pattinson's performance as Batman. That you get such more dark, even grittier take than even in the Christopher Nolan films did, and see like how um, kind of what was happened as a result of his family's legacy and what he's had to live up to. So, like I said, if you're a superhero fan, obviously go see this movie. Even if you're not that much of a superhero fan, but if you're a film of like noir movies, detective kind of movies, um, check this out too, because I mean it's a good mystery. As they're the whole movie trying to catch Riddler, trying to track him down and see what his plans are and why he's doing what he is. Obviously, as you see from the trailer, it has to do with the corruption and the rot in Gotham City, and Gotham is definitely also a character in this movie because it's just rotten with corruption, and that's what Batman is trying to fight his time. But at times he feels like it's hopeless because just even from the mayor's office to the GCPD to everyday people, it's just kind of this Gotham is just kind of rotted to the core, and so that's another thing he's just trying to fight this whole time and prevail against. So I just really, like I said, the whole story just intrigued me. I really enjoyed. Of course, this is directed by Matt Reeves. I just loved his take of the Batman. This is really good reinterpretation of the God, and I would love to see where this goes from here. They did definitely leave seeds throughout the movie, there for a possible sequel. So I would love to see where the story goes and see what another case that he might get. So, like I said, I really enjoyed this version of Batman. This is Detective Batman that we've always wanted, and like I said, and there's also plenty of action in this movie too to please you. So, like I said, if you're a Batman fan, superhero fan, or even like a fan of like detective kind of movies, check this movie out. It's gonna be big, and I give it definitely highly recommended to everyone. So once again, that's my review of the Batman. Like I said, I loved it. So if you've seen it, please leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. And as always, please like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, take care.